been losing my hair for probably about like 10 years. I reckon it's slowly been working its way back and thinning down. I just got to a point where when I was trying to style it, just wasn't looking good. Wasn't looking as smart as I wanted it to. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to shave it off. Obviously, when you shave it off, it just doesn't look like a good outline. So I started looking into what I could do, whether I could get a hair transplant, and SMP come up. So I thought, you know what, I'll give that a go. I looked into it and thought, yeah, it looks sort of smart. One of my mates has got it. Looks a lot neater. Get to keep my shaved head, which I actually quite like because I do a lot of triathlons, and yeah, haven't looked back and really pleased with the results. Yeah, I found the initial consultation really useful. Obviously had a look online about what SMP is and how it works, and there's a lot of information, but you know, you need to connect the dots. So it was great chatting to Chris. He filled in all those dots and I had a lot of questions. Myself, I do triathlons, I train quite a lot, and it's about the healing process, and it's just good to get all the information and fill in the dots. So yeah, I found the initial consultation really good. So the process was quite simple actually, and a lot more gradual than I thought it would be. I wasn't sure if I was expecting it to be sort of like hard hairline right at the start, and it was a nice gradual build up over 3 sessions. So for me, I didn't really want everyone to know that I was getting it done, and I wanted it to look like it was natural. So to see it build up over the 3 sessions was actually really good. So by the time you come to the 3rd session, even yourself, you look and you think, have I had it done? Because it just does look so, you can't see from the start, but you look back at old pictures, you think, yeah, that's massively different. Now my treatment's complete, I feel really good. I'm really pleased with how it's come out. I like to look smart, I like to look neat, and I think without the SMP, you just can't get that look. And now I've got that look, I look in the mirror and every time I think it looks smart, it looks finished. It's definitely improved my confidence, and it makes me feel a lot better about myself. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the outcome. So the biggest pros for me for having SMP is I personally feel it looks a lot better. I like a shaved head, and obviously it suits that. I've had a few friends now who have had hair transplants with varying different results. Some just look very fine in the light. You can sort of see the scalp still, and I just don't think it looks as good. Whereas SMP, when you got your shaved head, it looks nice and smart. And for me, it's, you know, you're not breaking the bank, and you're still looking pretty good. So yeah, that's the main benefit from me. I've had a couple of looks from people. They've not noticed a difference, a couple of sort of like second takes. But for me, I didn't want anyone to notice that I've had it done. I want it to be sort of subtle, and I didn't want people sort of pointing it out and it looking really obvious. So for me, it's more of a compliment that no one's really noticed. So yeah, I think that shows how good it is really for me. Yeah, I'm over the moon with the final result. It's really difficult when you're going through the process, because you're looking at your hair, you think, oh, that's what I normally look like. But then you look back to old photos and you think, wow, that is a massive difference and it looks a lot better. I'm really pleased I've had it done. Makes me feel a lot more confident about myself. I just look in the mirror and think, that looks smart now, rather than sort of like, oh, you know, it would do, it's okay. It actually looks really good, and I'm really pleased with the outcome. Yeah, definitely. Anyone who's losing their hair, happy with a shaved head, definitely recommend SMP. From first speaking to Chris, it made me feel really at ease on the phone. Explained the process, it left no questions unanswered. It wasn't too much of a pushy salesman as well. That's sometimes the worst thing, you feel like you've been pushed into something you want to do. So yeah, it was really nice to have that. And then when I met Chris, you could definitely tell from the start he was an absolute perfectionist, and I thought, you know, I'm come to the right person to get my SMP done. Throughout each session, tinkering, the way he sort of like assessed my head, the way he did the SMP, really could tell that his service and the quality of work was really important to him. So I'm glad I found Chris as an SMP artist, and I definitely would recommend Chris, not just SMP. I'd say you've got to come to Chris.